Right, I'm the last one, but one of my bucket lists is to be the last person to be in front of a crowd and prevent them from the after party, and be the last person to wait for that. So that's crossed off. So right after I graduated from college, I knew I wanted to get into video production, and I had a great internship opportunity with a software company, and it was great. I got to work at home. They were in California. I got to do all my editing at home, and I was able to travel a lot. I got to go to Detroit. I got to go to California several times. Then eventually they upgraded me from an intern to a typical contractor. So even then, now I'm making more money, and I'm living the life. I get my own place with a friend. I get to work when I want. I got the job done, of course, but I was able to work my own hours, yet feel like I had a full-time position. So over the summer, I decided to do a mentorship program to really kind of start focusing on doing more creative assets for companies, for local companies, to do more creative assets. And I think, this mentorship, I was able to do it while at the same time still doing work, and not necessarily worry about like, okay, I still have the work coming from the software company. Then I had a power match meeting with someone one day, and we were talking, and he was saying like, so what's like the actual percentage that this company gives you in terms of like your income? I'm like, well, they are about 80% of my income. He's like, you might want to change that. I'm like, yeah, I'm working on it. Eventually I'm going to branch out, probably give it another year or so. That same day, I get an email from my supervisor, and she goes, "Hi Joe, I'd like you to meet Karen. She'll be doing some video editing for us, and I'd like you to show her the ropes." I'm like, uh-oh. So now at this point, I knew I was going to be in like the long 6-month transition, because they had this big conference coming up, and I know that would be a lot of work. But I knew that big conference was also a big paycheck for me. So that got cut in half, and now I'm starting to think, all right, now I really got to get my butt in gear and really like start marketing myself, networking, and luckily I was able to do that. At that time, that's when I started Power Match. That's when I started joining Headroom, and I just had like so many great opportunities. And I finally transitioned out in March. I finished all my work there, and so far, so good. Wait for it. Then today, no lie, today, I get an email from my former supervisor. "We're going to be making some changes. Are you interested in doing work for us anymore?" And I said, well, I actually have not responded yet, but now I'm in this dilemma. Do I give up a lot of my time to do a lot of work for them, or do I say, you know what, I'm just going to have to pass on it? So the lesson, and so obviously the disruption is when I got that email in September saying we hired someone else as a full-time position. I was only a contractor. So the lesson is, don't let one company or one business be 80% of your income, because it can screw you over really quickly. So that's my story.